Good morning. It is 5:30 in the morning, January 27th. It is Thursday. Thanks a lot for checking up on old Jesse. Getting some Andrew in the morning, sharing some thoughts. Thanks for the comments down below. I always appreciate reading those. When I get back to my room and I check my computer, I pop it open, and always, if I have a message, it'll alert me as soon as the Chrome browser opens up. So I always look forward to those. And then while I'm in YouTube, there's a panel on the left hand side that says comments on your channel, and then you can filter by comments that you haven't responded back to yet. So that makes it really easy for creators on YouTube or any platform, I guess, to easily make sure that they're following through on replying to their comments, because I get to see those notifications. And for me, I'm happy when I see those notifications, even if it is just saying GOAT, Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT. Man, I haven't followed football in a really, really long time. And the last time I did follow football, it was the Buffalo Bills. And it was back in the early 90s, and my stepdad, I think he was a Buffalo Bills fan. I think he really was. But anyway, I remember those Super Bowls on a small TV at our house. And once in a while, my stepfather, he would have this big TV in his room, in his bedroom. It was a duplex apartment. And so on the one side of the house was our bedroom, a bathroom, and then a kitchenette. And then because my stepfather's mother actually owned that building, then we got not just one of those apartments, but they broke down the middle wall and made a door right there. And so our house that we grew up in was like a double studio apartment. So two studios combined into one. And yeah, very rarely would we be able to go in and watch some TV on my stepfather's TV in his bedroom. Yeah, that was kind of like the holy of most holies. That's the place where you rarely get to go. But yeah, that's what it was. This is off. Okay. I'm still figuring this out. Bear with me. I guess I can stand over here. But anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, going into that bedroom was one of two things. It was special because we got to go to watch TV, and secondly, it was the place where we got lickings. So there was only two reasons why you go into that room. I remember that first door. You open it up, grab the doorknob, you open up, you push it up. It's a heavy door. It's a heavy wooden core door. It's not one of the hollow cores. It's a solid core, and you can see really the division between the apartments because it's one solid cinder block wide. So anyway, the door slides open, and right in front of me, you've got this old school style barbershop chair. It's just sitting there, and it's facing the wall in front of him, and there's a table in front of that which overlooks the wall, and on the wall you have a lot of things that are pinned up, and he's got that one night lamp that he uses to illuminate if he doesn't want to use the room light. And yeah, that barbershop chair, there was always a refrigerator on the right hand side of the room, and in the refrigerator it wasn't food, because our food is kept in the refrigerator on the outside, but it was papers and stuff, and he had stacked the weapons of mass destruction on top of this refrigerator on my right. And I'm really walking through my memories right now. Anytime we would get lickings, and we got lickings often, very often I would say, we'd get lickings, and he'd go up and he'd tell us to drop your pants, put your hands on the barbershop chair, lean forward, and then he'd go and he'd look and he'd put his hand on top of the refrigerator and he'd pull off one of the weapons. I don't know if he had choices, but yeah, he would use the yardstick, he'd use the belt, he had a PVC pipe. And this one time I remember his mother, I guess my step grandmother, she gave us a present one time, and there's this toy sword. There's this toy sword that, you know, like growing up, I never had one of those. And so anyway, it's about this long, and it's thick, you know, it feels good, it's sturdy. And I remember he took that toy, that gift that my step-grandmother gave to me, and he put it on top of the refrigerator. He put it on top of the refrigerator, and he would hit us with that. And it just felt so, what's the word, not manipulated, but just so unnatural. Like that was a gift that my step-grandma gave to us boys. And then now we're getting hit with it, and I hated it. I hated it. But anyway, he had a selection of mass tools of destruction up on the refrigerator. And yeah, so there's two reasons why we were going to walk into that room. One, we're going to get to go sit on the water bed that he had and watch the big TV that was up on the wall. Because the TV that we had, but we never had a TV in our room, but the TV that we had living in Kewalo, that's the name of the street, was on the kitchen table. It was on the kitchen table, and it was this small, tiny, like, if you can remember, like a Game Boy, little Game Boy 3DS screen, maybe a little bit bigger than that. Game Boy screen, and it's this TV has an antenna, and for the channels there wasn't a knob that you turn, it was just press the channels, and it's these small little tabs that you just press in, and that's how the way you change your channel. And we tried everything, because a lot of times Saturday morning was the day that you watch cartoons, right? So Saturday mornings we'd wake up really, really early, and we were happy. I was sad in fact because early in the morning, Rocky and Bullwinkle, that was on at like 6 o'clock. No one likes to watch Rocky and Bullwinkle. Who would like to watch that show? But sometimes they'll play like the good shows that come on the later mornings early. So like if you got like X-Men in the morning, oh, those are the best. Power Ranger replays in the morning, oh, those are the best. But yeah, we had that small little TV on the kitchen table, and we'd always have to listen because we're not supposed to be watching TV. We're not supposed to be watching TV, we're supposed to be sleeping. 8 hours of sleep, at least 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours of sleep every day. Very militant in our household back then, very militant. And yeah, so my brother and I would like turn the volume just barely so that we could barely hear it, lean right into that screen, and then we'd listen. But we'd always have to keep an eye out on the bedroom, because we could kind of hear them waking up. If they put something down on the table that, you know, it's on his office table, he put something down, we can hear that. Or if he goes to the bathroom, we can hear that. Some door opening, not the main door, because if the main door is opening and we are just watching TV, we're busted. So we have to be very, very sharp in our hearing and listen for what's going on in the other room. And so yeah, that was our mornings, early mornings. I don't know why I got into this topic, but anyway, it's a little trip down memory lane for me, and just kind of a little insight into how I grew up. Later on in my life, we wanted to watch TV. My stepfather would pull out the schedule for the TV schedule, TV guide. So back then, we never ever had cable growing up in our house. Never, till this day, never had cable in my house. I think my grandma got cable just a little bit before I left for Vietnam. But anyway, we never had cable, and so we had to check what's showing on TV for the next, you know, few hours of the day or the week. Like they'd have TV schedules. And so my stepfather on this Wednesday in the midweek, he'd pull it out, and then he'd pull out his highlighter, and he'd highlight what things we can watch on TV. And mostly it was like PBS, certain channels we could watch. And then like sometimes some good movies were on TV, you know, the TV edited version, so it's not going to be bad because they're showing it to mass general populace. And we were like, can we have that TV show? Can we watch that movie? And he's like, oh, okay. And he'd highlight it and he'd pin it right next to the bathroom. So anytime we want to know what we can watch, we go through the TV guide and we'd look for those highlights in the midweek to see if we can watch TV. So that's a piece of where structure came. I don't know. I think at the moment I haven't really thought about if I've really adopted that somehow. If that's trickled down into my mind somehow, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, he was very militant, very orderly, and yeah, that's the things that we grew up with. And this is totally not the direction that I was thinking of going with this morning, but hey, I got to relive some memories, and memories are what our lives are made of, right? Okay, that's about it for today. Relive your memories. Let me know a memory that you have down in the comment section, and then yeah, we can start a discussion here. Or mom, if you have a fun memory that you'd like to share about the Kewalo house, please also write that down in the description as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Aloha, take care. Remember, self-discipline, name of the game, applies to all different aspects of our life. And try to make memories and find those 5-second moments in your life, and to tell somebody these stories or put it out there to the world, because once you put it out there, you internalize whatever you externally speak out. It's something I really, really believe. Aloha, take care, and see you guys tomorrow.